What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Another episode of Tackle Talk. I got a couple lures out here. Some of this stuff is brand new, some of it isn't. But I'm getting geared up for some fall fishing. So I've got a couple crankbaits. I've got a cool topwater here, and just a couple other things here. Let's start with this big topwater right here. This is a Lucky Craft, and it is the Sammy 108 prop, and it's in the bone shad color. That is a killer looking color, by the way. It's kind of like a bone on top and bottom, and then the sides have that sort of that silver kind of flash kind of color on there. It's basically just kind of a big Sammy with a prop on the front and the back, and it's got 3 hooks. So this is definitely a good one to break out in the fall when the shad get in the back of some of those coves and the bass are starting to hit topwater. This is a great one, I think, to throw out there and give that a try. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a newer design too, so I'm looking forward to giving that one a try. One of my old standbys, oops, got it tied on here. This is a Duo Roralis Popper 64. And this bait has been around for a while, and I've had this exact one for a really long time. In fact, if you go all the way back in my videos, I have an old video where I catch a bass on this exact popper, and he kind of jumps and he hooks me right in the hand with the lure. And I pulled the hook out of my hand, and the hook's still straight, kept fishing it. This lure just flat out catches fish. It's the one that I was catching them on, the little topwater bass I caught in the beginning of the video. This is what was doing it, and it is just an awesome popper. So definitely check this one out too if you're looking for that sort of action. Another Duo Roralis bait. We've got a new spin bait. This is the 72 Alpha. So it's just a little bit, it's kind of a shorter, kind of stockier spin bait. It's got a good weight to it. You could throw this on a bait caster. Typically when you spy bait, you've got to go spinning setup, super light line, all of that. So this will give you the option of throwing it on a bait caster, which is cool because that will benefit me since that's what I throw most of the time. Let's check out this Megabass swim jig here. I've actually got 2 of these. I've got this one opened up. There's one in the package. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this. I don't know if it's Uoze or Uoze or Uoze. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a pretty cool looking swim jig. And I typically, when it comes to Megabass, I'm normally getting more of their traditional hard baits. I think this is one of the first, if not the first, sort of jig or spinner bait type of thing that I've ever gotten from them. But it looks super nice. I mean, it's what you'd expect from Megabass. The hook looks super sharp. It's got a nice detail, nice color scheme. But essentially, this is a it's a swim jig, and they've got one of these tiny little blades on here, kind of like a small little spinnerbait sort of thing, kind of like an underspin. Those have been popular, so anxious to check this one out as well. This is, what is this? This is a 3/8 ounce one, and this is the bigger ½ ounce one. So you can kind of tell this one is just a little bit bigger than that one right there. These things look like they'd be super realistic, so pretty cool. Speaking of little blades and stuff, picked up another one of these, the Nishin Lure Works Chippewa. This is the deeper diver one. I actually have one that's that runs to about 5 feet that I really liked, so I decided when I was ordering some of this stuff, and these are relatively new as well, I decided to go ahead and throw one of these in there. The colors are really nice on these lures, and they look really good in the water. Sometimes you wonder with putting a little blade or something if it's worth it. Does it show up? What is it? What exactly does it look like? But I can vouch for it. It adds kind of a unique sort of look to this lure, and of course the hooks are good. You got your little snap on the front of there. This is a high quality crankbait, so definitely a cool one worth looking into. I've got an Evergreen SH3. I threw that on here. I've had this bait for a while. or I've got a couple of these baits. Square bills, man, they do work in the fall. You can catch a lot of bass on them. So definitely, you know, sort of a shad pattern square bill is something I would recommend throwing out there. Got some big bite baits. We got the Smalley Smash. This is a color, it's kind of a long name. It's the GP Orange Black Pearl Blue Flake. Pretty cool. I've got one out of the package here. We can't really see through that. There you go. I was watching a Tactical Bassin video, and they were talking about this exact bait and how it's just an awesome little bluegill imitator, and it's a really nice design. It's flat on the bottom, and then on the top we've got a little solid portion in the front. You've got a little rib section, then you've got a nice tail, and of course the color is really awesome. That's just a really good looking bait, and of course big bite baits, they're always really affordable. So I picked up some of these. I may have a spot I'm going to go to where I can actually do some more drop shotting and some of that sort of stuff. So if I do that, I'll definitely see this thing being fished. But I can see, you know, what they were talking about. This is a good looking bait. If you're somewhere where you fish drop shots and that sort of stuff, you gotta try these out. You know, they're cheap, look good. How much you get in here? You get 10. So good bang for the buck. I can't remember what the price is, but it's like a couple of dollars. Like, these things are really affordable. That's pretty much it, guys. This is just kind of, like I said, you know, most of this stuff is new. There's only a couple of these I was just showing for fall patterns and stuff. So hopefully, if you're interested in checking some of this stuff out, you got a decent look at it. I'm not sure which one of these is going to be the main one, you know, the one I'm most excited about. It's tough. Like, I'm a sucker for topwater, so, you know, it might be this Sammy with the props. But at the same time, you know, I mean, I'd love to get into the Spygate, or, wow, Spygate, spy bait, you know, spy bait stuff as well. So, you know, that's one I'm definitely excited to fish. Just a lot of good stuff. So I hope you guys are catching fish out there. Hope to have some more videos coming out, not just of tackle, but some on the water stuff as well. So be on the lookout for that. You guys take it easy.